2 years. It's been 2 years since I joined IIT Guwahati. If someone had told a 16-year-old Teja that one day you're going to a place like this, probably he wouldn't have believed it. But the truth is, he made it. Welcome to his story. A story of a boy who came from a small village in Andhra to one of the premium institutes of India, IIT Guwahati. I was clueless about why I came here, but I was happy for the freedom that I got. I started to explore. I went to every nook and corner of IITG to find out what this place actually had for me. In this process, I made friends, in fact, many of them, without whom it would only be IIT with no life in it. You know, there's a saying, it's not the place where you go, but the people who you go with. I understood the true meaning of it after meeting them. I made so many friends that there used to be at least one birthday every week. And birthdays at IIT are lasting. Not the balloons, but I think you got the point. I loved playing kabaddi. I played my first tournament and won my first gold medal at IIT Guwahati. Guwahati is one of the most optimized spots for tourism in the Northeast. You can just rent a bike, leave the campus in the morning, and you can cross the Indian border by evening. Most of our second semester, we just went on trips, many of them. Every semester, we had at least one major college fest. Technique in the first semester, Alcharinga in the second semester. I still remember that nights where I danced with all my friends. Enjoyment at its peak. Apart from college fests, every kind of cultural fests were also celebrated here. From Krishnashtami in the first semester to Holi and Ugadi in the second semester. But wait, there is something missing in this story, which is academics. To be honest, the amount of time that I spent on my academics is way less than the dialogues of Prabhas in the movie Salar. And the result? Something I never expected. I scored 6.1, which was the lowest grade I had ever scored in my entire life. When I was in my 12th, I thought J Advance was the most toughest exam. And once you clear it, that's all. You need not worry about anything. But the truth is something different. There are more bigger and complex problems than JE Advance. JE was just to get you into the college. But once you come into the college, what matters most is how you get graduated out of the college. It is true that you will enjoy your college, at least in your initial days of college. But as the time passes, people around you starts doing something crazier, which creates you a FOMO, which later becomes peer pressure. No one tells you how things actually work. By the time you realize, it's too late. I rarely studied when after coming to this IIT. There was once a time where I used to study daily, hours and hours, sitting in front of the books and mobile phone, watching the lectures. But after coming to IIT, I changed a lot, guys. I changed a lot. By the end of the first year, my grades fell down. My happiness faded away. I was addicted to my mobile phone, Instagram, movies, social media, etc., etc., etc. Confidence at the minimum, with zero clarity of what I am doing. There was a time in the second semester, I remember, when I completely stopped going out just to avoid people in the college. First year not just gave me memories, but also taught me lessons that 18 years of my whole life couldn't. And I learned them. And I decided one thing back then. It's time to change. For me, it's time to change. What I all have is my second year. And what I all can do is not to repeat the same damn mistakes. I sat down and listed them all. I didn't just write it and forget it. I read it again and again, every day. I reminded myself who I don't wanted to be anymore and who I wanted to actually become. Slowly, I started to change. I reduced my screen time, started reading books, playing kabaddi again, want bigger and better. Started to go in classes regularly. I did my first project with my professor. By the end of the third semester, I had 4 to 5 projects in my hand, 2 inter-IIT Tech selections and won a bronze medal in one of them. I topped my classes in 5 out of 6 courses. In just one semester, I built myself from the scratch. And fourth sem was just a continuation. More projects, more hackathons, won many and lost few. Got an internship through a hackathon that I won. I became the head of the workshop module which I once organized in my first year. More responsibilities, made more friends, made a family there. By the end of the second year, my manifestation became true. I became the person I always wanted to be. I got everything back that I lost. Academics, I went from 6.1 to 9.3 in my second year. I gained my confidence back. I was clear of what I am doing, and finally, I found something. I found Teja. A Teja who is not scared of challenges anymore, who have a clarity of what he is doing. He's ready for his next adventure to find a better version of himself than him today.